Jaden, y'all hit your first 10 shots of the game. I don't know if you realize that.
That's crazy.
Yeah. What do you feel like was just kind of the key to y'all's offensive execution?
First off, I just want to thank God, for this opportunity, just for all the adversity we've been through. I know it's going to make us stronger in the long run, so I just want to thank God first. But, yeah, just executing plays, the first 5 minutes of the game, executing plays at pace, with pace. I feel like that's going to get us going. So I feel like that's why we, got 10 for 10 from the field goal for sure to start out the game.
Josh, I guess when everybody else outside is shooting that good, how much does that open things up for the inside game?
First off, I want to thank God for giving me this opportunity to be here with my teammate. Like I said, we carry on from practice because I feel like when you have confidence in your teammate making a wide open shot, that open up space for you. So now when the defense try to run out to the three, the post is wide open. So I just have confidence in my teammate. They're going to make the good plays every time.
Jaden, what kind of adjustment do you have to make with Jeremy out tonight and Rob coming in as a starter?
I would say just trying to. I know Rob. I know he young, so just trying to give him confidence all the time, encourage him. Because I know young, you sometimes just make mistakes all the time. Just get down on yourself. But Rob a great guard. He play like a vet. I love him. That's my guy. So yeah, just I like playing with Rob, so I feel like it wasn't no difference for he a great guard. He play like that in practice all the time.
Josh, kind of in a similar way, the Wildcats seem to have trouble scoring from three. So what defensive adjustments do you have to make when they're charging the rim a lot more to try and get points?
Like I said, we kind of started the second half sloppy, but the coaches said we need to play zone because they weren't making that three because they were just driving. And I feel like when we played zone, they weren't able to score. So I feel like the defensive adjustment was a great one, for the coach to actually notice what's going on. They weren't making no threes, and he said, "Okay, let's play zone." So because they were driving, so I feel like that was a good adjustment on the coaches.
Thanks.
Jaden, you were 4 for 4 from three today. Been shooting it pretty well all season.
Yeah.
How many shots do you get up on a given day, just a regular practice day? And just what do you feel like the key has been for you shooting it so well?
First, I just want to shout out my boy, Kijana Langston, brother. He's my guy, my GA. I've been training him for a year now. So I've been seeing improvement just because of him, him motivating me to work out every day. Just he been motivating me just to get right with God as well, outside of basketball. So, just I love him. That's my guy. So he just motivate me, catch and shoot every day, off the dribble, shooting. We're working on everything constantly, every day, routine every day. I don't take a day off unless it's Sunday and I go to church.
And how many shots?
Probably now I say it's lower because during the season, but off season it was around 500 a day for sure. Now it's probably around 250, 200.
Jaden, you've played in some of the Scream games before. It's not a Scream game on Wednesday, but you are playing early, 11 a.m. Anything that y'all have to do to kind of get yourself going that early in the morning?
Really just get off to a great start, eating right in the morning, early workout, whatever pregame routine is, just getting up early, getting to sleep out our eyes early. I remember we played Houston at 11, it wasn't no different. So, we're going to treat it the same way, come out here and play hard, just be thankful that we're, playing in the Foster again, so.
Josh, I noticed in the game notes that you actually lead the team in dunks, just a little bit over VJ. Is that a little competition between y'all on the course of the year? I mean, who can get the most dunks?
It's not a competition for me. In my own perspective, I just see it as every time I go up, just try to dunk the ball because I feel like if you put it in your mind you're going up to dunk, you're gonna you get fouled. You're gonna get fouled every time. So, and to me, VJ is a great dunker. On the fast break, every time he dunked the ball, I'm celebrating for him because I feel like that's what the fans comes to see, and that's what the team and the coaches want because that's a momentum play for us. It keeps us motivated to keep going. So yeah.
Thanks.
In the first half, kind of some free throw trouble, only 28% from the line. And then in the second half, the team was shooting 89%. Was there a conversation or an adjustment about that at halftime?
Nah, just lock in. Stay focused to the routine. We're not perfect. We're not gonna make every shot. It is what it is. You got to move on to the next shot. Don't think about the last one, and just go up there and be confident.
Thank you.
Well, a lot of respect for Abilene Christian and their program, and every night you turn on scores and you see, like last night, Arkansas State, Memphis, and if you don't come to play, you can get beat, and really credit the guys for showing up and being ready to go, especially after a tough loss, and shoot 59%, 44 from three. The only thing disappointing was our free throw percentage, because we're an 8 for 9 team, which we were second half. We're not a 2 for 7 team. And I thought our defense, something that's starting to translate, is 2 for 14 from three. I thought our three-point awareness was a lot better than it's been. So hopefully that continues to improve.
You mentioned being ready to go. You guys hit your first 10 shots of the game. I mean, you like that level of offensive execution?
Yeah, we'll take that. And that's one thing that's so tough about the game. Sometimes you get great looks and they don't go in. And other times they're going in, and that's why that offensive rebounding is always so critical, because you gotta be able to get second chance points when you. And I thought our steals, VJ 4 steals, getting in transition makes it easy too. Second half, we came out flat, wasn't a good start, and then I thought the guys really picked it up and did a great job.
Scott, you mentioned defensive improvement tonight. How much of an emphasis is that switch everything defense in practice?
Well, we got a couple defenses we've been working on, and I thought our switching defense was tremendous. Our zone defense was really good tonight. And you want to have weapons and different things, because people can get on a roll. They got on a roll second half, and I thought the zone really did a good job changing it up.
After playing in stores, just how good was it to be home again?
It's great to be home. Really looking forward to getting some practice days when we can hopefully have a healthy team. That's my Christmas wish.
50 of tonight's points came from the paint. What did you see from the physicality of guys down in the paint?
I thought there's one, you can just pass it down there. Two, you can drive it and get it there a variety of ways. And I thought our guys really did a good job getting it to the paint. And I thought Rob Wright did a really good job handling the pressure and getting to the paint for us. And he had 4 assists, but there were a couple others that he made some really good plays on that didn't show up as assists, but might have led to one more, or we missed an open shot.
Scott, you played Langston at the 4 a little bit tonight. I think you mentioned in past seasons you'd like to see him play there more. Mm-hmm. Are you kind of easing him into playing that as his body kind of gets back, or?
Yeah, I think in basketball, first of all, everyone's a point guard, and you might have 2 bigs or 1 big. So it doesn't matter 1 through 4, and you're playing a switch in defense, so it really doesn't matter either. But how you start out a possession, he might be the 4th biggest guy, or you might have him at the 4. I think for us, again, 1 through 4 are kind of all similar, especially when you're switching. But I do know for teams that don't switch, if he's your biggest player out there, now that's a problem for a lot of people to guard him, because he's so good at shooting, he's so good at driving, and now that puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
You mentioned Rob Wright's performance. It's his first game as a starter, even though he's made a pretty big splash in other areas. What kind of gave him that confidence at the start of the game?
Well, I think, obviously the way he played at UConn helped, and the way he's played all season. But he really did a good job. But this is Abilene's one of the best pressure teams. They force a ton of turnovers, and he handled that pressure. He broke down the defense. He got us a lot of easy looks, or got the offense started, and a lot of good things happened because of him.
Jeremy got a chance to play on Wednesday, or?
Yeah, we'll have to see how things keep going. So concussion protocol is all about passing tests, and I mean, one thing is, I mean, Jeremy was fighting with their trainer to get back in for the UConn game, so, and obviously Dave couldn't let him back in. But you love players that want to play, and you love players that fight to play. So we'll see where he's at, because obviously we won't put him in harm's way. But as a coach team, you always like guys that are like that. Appreciate you guys.
Oh, now, hey, I've got one.
Ah,
Hey, Coach, how you doing?
it's Bear Country.
11 a.m. game Wednesday, not a screen game, but how do you get the guys going early like that?
I can tell you a crowd really helps with that. So hopefully we get a lot of college students, because they bring a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm, and it's right before finals. So any frustration you have with any professors, you can come let it out at the game. But seriously, that the great thing about the Foster, it's a loud pavilion, and we get fans that allows us to get going 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, whenever it is. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Good questions.